Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to an updated guide to PUBG PC and the best settings to use to get the maximum FPS and better visibility, and if you have a low-end system, how to get the maximum frame rates basically. I have made a couple of videos like this in the past but haven't done one recently, so wanted to make an updated one. Also, a couple of people in the comments have recently asked me to make one, so I decided to make it. It's quite easy now with the changes they've added to the settings menu. So in the top left hand side you have the GPU temperature and the GPU usage, and you have the CPU usage and the frame rate, the average frame rates. So in the settings, very simply we have 1080p, FOV is 90, so I use 90, this is what I'm comfortable with. If you go a bit higher, it might use a bit more processing power because it has to render a few more things in the screen, but 90 is comfortable to look at. Brightness 65, default is 50. You can choose whatever you're comfortable with. This should not affect performance. Lobby FPS, this is a new thing. Select 30 because you have unlimited and 60. There's no need to go more than 30 because you're not doing anything in the lobby. And then in-game FPS, you have unlimited, display based and custom. So you could select custom and set it as something, or display based. This will match your display monitor's refresh rate, but select unlimited and see how much you can get. And don't check the smooth frame rate because this will add a bit of input lag. This is sort of like VSync, so avoid that. Screen scaling at 100, anti-aliasing at high, textures at medium, everything else at very low. So as you can see, not much there in terms of settings. So textures at medium, this will give a bit better look to the game. If you have an older GPU, I'm using an R9 380, so if you have something like a 960 GTX or GTX 1050 Ti, you will get similar performance, maybe slightly better than what I get, because this is more suited to the NVIDIA cards. If you have something below this, you can reduce the textures to low, very low as well, and you'll get a bit better performance. Anti-aliasing shouldn't affect performance from what I know. Uncheck VSync and motion blur, but select sharpen. This just makes the whole scenery a bit sharper and calmer, and helps with the spotting enemies, etc. So yeah, so that's the settings in a nutshell. Very simple. I'll start a game and I'll try and go into some busy areas and some action, etc., and see what we get. So we can see we are in Eringale and we are getting 84, 85, and look at this, we are just sitting in the middle of people. So we are getting, even like when we're jumping around and doing stuff, we are getting 70, 80, 90, not 90, 80, I mean 79, 80. So you can see about 70 to 80 is what we are getting, like when we are in a lot of people. 85, we saw 85. So if we just go away from people, it should go up. You can see 87, 90, 93, 94, 102. So now we are on the plane. Let's see, should we jump in the military? We can go to school. Yeah, let's go to school. Yeah, don't worry about the B sign because my Xbox controller is plugged in, so it's showing that. Okay, school, here we come. The parachuting, we are getting about over 60, 75 to 90 we are getting, roughly 80 here. Yeah, as you can see, we are close to around 70 to 80. Goes a bit more, sometimes drops a bit. I just want to go to a place with a lot of people early on. So we have a parachute. Okay, this guy seems to have not. We won't last very long. We haven't played it in ages. Let's see if we can land up here. Nope. Still getting 90. When we were picking the gun, it dropped to about 80 or so. I'm struggling a bit. Mini 14, yeah, we can take the Mini 14. Should have gone with first person. It's feels a bit smoother in the gameplay. Anyway, as you can see, we are getting 70-80 FPS. GPU we are getting close to 70, which is just about as much as I would like anymore. I would like to keep it under 70, so I'm happy with that. 67, 70. How about that?